All right. This is not gonna be the same as last time, but hey, people wanted me to do it this way, vertical. All right, we're gonna try it vertical this time. We're making some marry me chicken. So first of all, before we even start this, we're gonna cut some chicken. Cut some chicken, because I'm a chicken whore. And take that bad spots off the chicken. Try to reach as much as I can, folks. Oh, come on. I keep hitting the thing. There you go. That looks like it can come off too. We'll take that off. Yuck. Alright, we're gonna cut the chickens about 1/4 inch. I'm not gonna do chunks, to be honest. Honestly, it's however you want to do it. Personal preference. Oops. That was almost my finger. Stupid ice maker every time. I swear, every time I go live, the ice maker's gotta go off. Every time. It's like clockwork. Part of this chicken's still semi-frozen, but I'll just pay attention when cooking it. Honestly, this wasn't even a planned live stream. It was a last minute decision. Like, why not? Like, I'm making a unique dish. It's not like making burgers. How's it going? Yeah, I think I got them all cut. Chicken's cut. And wash my hands. Use paper towels. Use paper towels. Man, my eyes act up again. Ooh. All right. It's all gonna be done in one pot, so that's gonna be nice. One pot. Where's me oil? Where's me oil? It's only smoking because I just cleaned this. You know that saying of don't put chemicals on a burner? So I don't listen. We put chemicals on the burner. That's a good amount. I do have olive oil, but I ain't using it. Just let it smoke, let it burn its stuff off. Alright, I'm gonna put the poultry season, I think, on this. Recipe's not very specific. How much poultry seasoning? Two tablespoons. How about I just dust it? We're making Marry Me chicken. This recipe will make any significant other want to marry you. Why is this? I'm very impatient. Devin, thank you for the $1 super chat. Definitely helps. This is coming out like garbo. 1, 2. How's it going, bud? I'm going to start with cooking up the chicken. I am not really going to follow this recipe to the T. I can smell that chicken all the way over here. It's not even cooking yet. How do you smell the chicken if it's not even cooking yet? How do you smell chicken when it's not cooked yet? I think it should be hot enough. Like my beat up spoon? You just know. I'm gonna put more seasoning on this. As soon as I get this in here. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little more. I want to get a good crust on this. I want a good crust on this chicken. I've never used this season before, but it was recommended. Poultry seasoning. It smells very Italian-like, so. Maybe that one day I'll be able to get that set that Chef Ramsay uses for cooking. The Hex something. So I'll cook this for about 7 minutes. We'll do 6 because it still has to cook in the. No, we'll do 7. So I forgot I'm actually going to be pulling this out. I will say the person that did come up with this recipe or whatever, they're very vague. They say seasonings, but they don't specify which seasonings at that point in time you're using. So I'm just coming up with what are the items that make more sense for this point in time. So I did the all-purpose poultry for this, and then any other season that they want done, I'll do that last. So this recipe calls for things like sun-dried tomatoes. I ain't doing that. So if you're a kind of person that could care less about sun-dried tomatoes, this is the recipe you follow. What's the old saying? You can never over-season chicken. I believe that saying. You can never over-season chicken. My warped up. Instead of me using the plate that I did take out, I'm actually going to put it in a bowl. Because technically you got to remove the chicken to start the sauce. And the funny thing is, the pasta gets cooked in the sauce. You just cleaned this top and it got dirty already. I even got the heat up high and add butter, onions. I ain't doing onions. Favorite flavor Gatorade? It's the Glacier one. The Glacier one would definitely be my favorite. Alright, I'm gonna crank this up for the last 3 minutes. Green apple? Isn't that flavor like discontinued? Because I remember when I used to do merchandising, I pulled green apple off the shelves. I actually remember that too. I pulled green apple off the shelves. Oh, not in Florida? Not in Florida though. Okay, how much butter? 2 tablespoons of butter. How much garlic? 5 cloves? How much is that minced? USA for America, deport all illegals and foreigners. Nice. Steamy. How's it going, Fluffy Travels? Yeah, it's steamy now. And we are not going to be talking about that stuff here, so if you're looking for a reaction, you would have to be on my channel long enough to know where I stand in this, so I'm not going to talk about it. Oh, it smells good too. Smells like Italian seasoning, honestly. All right, we're gonna pull the chicken out because we ain't gonna need the chicken till the end. Look at that. Look at all that seasoning. Look at all that seasoning. Alright, this recipe does call for actual onions. I'm just going to use mince. You remember me? I'm the one who told you not to drink so much milk at the challenge a long time ago. They do remember. How's it going, Monster Heat? It's going good, bud. That looks like about 2 teaspoons to me. I don't measure here. I can almost tell you right now, that's way more than 2 tablespoons. Just saying. And it says it says 5 cloves, so I'm gonna do like 5 scoops, or to the amount that I think looks suffice. I'll be using a fork, so I won't have that liquid. One, 2, 3. One more one half. That'll do. That will do. And like I said, I'm not using actual onions because I don't really like onions, so I'm using dried mince, which are going to turn solid anyways. How's it going, the vegan? Uh-oh, you're vegan. You might not like this food. Just saying. That's good enough for me. I'll leave this for a minute, and then we're going to add the rest of the liquid. We're making Marry Me chicken. If you eat this Monster Heat, you'll want to marry me. I'll break the pasta in half. Translucent and garlic, yada yada. Pour in stock, milk, cream, and seasons. Stock, milk, cream, and seasons. Oh, these garlic look perfect. How much stock we going with? 2 cups. I'll pull an AGP for this. 1, 2. How much milk? 1.5. If you don't know who AGP is, you have not been on the internet long enough. That's just my opinion. I know if I'm not mistaken, it's a 3rd cup of heavy cream. Yeah, 1/4 is close. A little more. We don't measure here. Opa! We don't measure nothing here. So that's all the seasons. Some of the seasons we're going to be using today. Hold on, I gotta check. Does it want me to bring this to a boil? Same skill, blah blah. Bring it to a low boil. So as soon as it starts, so we got some basil, we got some Italian seasoning, we got some paprika, and some crushed red pepper. Cheers, bud. We're making Marry Me chicken. How much paprika are we looking at? Just so I know how much I'm gonna splurge on this. teaspoon, so not very much. So that's about all it's gonna take. You didn't see nothing. How much crushed pepper? Half a teaspoon? Okay, that's just a little bit. Cheers, buddy. Hopefully work is going good for you. These two I'm not really that worried about. These you can have a lot of because you can't hurt yourself with Italian seasoning. And same with basil. Ooh, hear that pop? Good sound. It does look colorful in here. A little bit of basil. They wanted fresh basil, but nobody got money for that. Now you can't forget the normal stuff. A little bit of black pepper. As soon as it starts boiling, I'm turning it down. And a little bit of salt. You guys want to see what it looks like in the pot? You guys want to see the color? It looks good. Is there any season I forgot? I don't know when I'm supposed to put the Parmesan cheese in. Blah, blah, blah. Low boil. It's still got to come to the boil point. And then we'll add the pasta in. And it'll be on a low simmer for about 10 minutes. It's angel hair pasta, so it cooks fast. Add Parmesan cheese, basil, and any blah, blah, blah. How much Parmesan are we putting in? 1 cup. All right, it's going to be 1 cup of Parmesan. Oh, thank you. Where's my brush? I'll give it a brush for you guys. There you go. I'll just wait. I ain't cutting this. I might like touch it up so it slenders more down, but the length is never gonna change. I ain't gonna change that length. If you're watching, don't forget to like the stream. It lets YouTube know to share this out. All right, we're coming to that point of a low boil. Coming to the point of a low boil. If there's any Italians in the chat, for the next 60 seconds, please step away. If there's any Italians in the chat, for the next 60 seconds, please step away. I do not want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to hurt your feelings. If I didn't give you enough time to walk away, I apologize. Alright, I'm going to try to get this back to a boil. I'm going to toss it on simmer. It doesn't say anything about covering, but I am going to cover and put it on simmer. I forgot that lid seals. I'm going to stir. Cover it. It doesn't say it, but when you... Normally when it says... Oh no. Put some raw noodles up in here. Usually when it says go to simmer, it told me to put the fresh basil at the end, but we're not using fresh basil, so I just put it in right down there. And when the timer's done, we'll add the chicken back. The Parmesan cheese, that 1 cup Parmesan we put at the end, is going to thicken the sauce up more. So because I'm simmering it, I have to put it in for about double the time that it normally would take. What you're going to want is all that starch to mess with the noodles as the noodles cook. As the noodles cook for the double the time, the starch is going to help the sauce thicken up too. So many seasons went into this. It's got my nose all act up. All right, I'm gonna quickly give it a quick stir. I might add a little bit more sauce to this. We might just add a little bit of especially once I add that Parmesan, it's going to even thicken up even more. So Yeah, I'm messing with this recipe a little bit. Because I can. I'm going to pick the heat back up a little bit. And honestly, when you looked at the picture, on the online, that's dry. So I'm gonna cream it up, let the noodles cook a little more. There's plenty of seasoning in here. You guys want to see what the color looks like? Look at that. Coloring looks great. The only thing it doesn't have that the recipe called for was sun-dried tomatoes. But I'm okay with that if you're okay with that. It smells so good though. The noodles cooked. It tastes good, and I don't even have the Parmesan cheese yet. I just showed you. Look at that. Almost time to add the 1 cup of Parmesan. I might only have a cup left. That's all I got left too. Oh, it's creamy. It's so creamy. Look at this. And now I'm going to add the chicken to it. Give it a good toss. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I think this spoon's done its job. It's time to bring out the big boy. Yep. Uh-huh. I'd marry myself if it was legal. I like my stuff a little on the creamier side, so don't judge. There was only a little bit left in here. Especially if you have leftovers. If you already have it dried out now, this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna take it off the heat. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. See, all that extra cream I put in really made a difference. And just for you guys, before I get off this live, take a fork, sizzle it up, get myself a piece of chicken. Oh my. Wow. You slap your mama in the face. Holy sh... Alright. I'm gonna let you guys go as I eat this. So good. If you just tune in, you want to see how I made it, go back and rewatch. But this right here, this is killer. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.